Hello, I'm Juel McNeilly, and this is Grounds. I feel there's a calling right now to talk about miscarriages. Not only have I been asked today even what someone could do in order to face what is going on in her life around this topic, how to reconnect with her body, what she can do about resolving some fear within. This is a topic, a subject matter that is in every part of my work, that during my yoni meditations weekly, it arises. And because this question keeps popping up, I thought, okay, apparently there's a need or a desire to talk about this. And the first thing I want to address, because it is such a, let's say, a clash in the moment between what the vision is, like what is going on in your mind, what the heart wants and longs for, and what the body is needing. So all of these different aspects of ourselves kind of clash in these moments, in these significant moments when miscarriage occurs. And of course, there is a physical layer, and there is an emotional layer, and there's an energetic layer. And we could go into all the different topics about reorganizing life rhythms and really looking at what is going on to create space for pregnancy to happen. The basis of all is to slow down, to be able to listen to the communication that the body is offering, is giving. And your body is you. It is a direct physical communication that is happening. And when these moments arise in our life, there's also a call somewhere to come back to body. And when there is a desire or longing for pregnancy in your life, reconnecting with your womb, your uterus, reconnecting with your body and learning how to listen to the needs of the body, and therefore also your soul needs, your essence needs, is required. And so I'm not going to go into all of the things that you can organize in your life. What I want to respond to is, what can you do? And the simple layer. And the first thing is really to allow yourself to be with the emotions that are there once it's happened. There is no timeline for dealing with the emotions that are there. And it doesn't matter what anybody else says. It doesn't matter what your brain even thinks, like you should be over it by now, or used to it by now, or it's not such a big deal. Be with whatever is there for you. Allow yourself time and space to be with what is. And then you can start taking steps towards reconnecting with your womb. And that is the best offering I can give anyone who's trying to conceive, who's trying and maybe having trouble conceiving even, or who has miscarriages, is to reconnect with your womb regularly. You are asking your being, your body, to open up and receive and grow an entire other body. That a person will pass through your body. over a period of 9 months. And so the preparation for that is to slow down, to allow the body some softness to receive. And so daily, taking moments out to connect with your womb. Now, if there's resistance to that, if there's emotion with that, if there are distractions that you end up in your to-do list, notice what the patterns are of those moments that you try to connect. There's no judgment here. It's observing what it is that you do. Perhaps you end up in a pattern of trying to fill your days and your weeks and everything with all these fun, amazing things that you want to be able to do in your life. But then you start realizing, are you actually creating space for it? And how do you come back into the moment and create space? What does your body actually require in that moment? To be still. So taking a few moments, not an hour a day of yoni meditations and massages and all of the things that you can be doing. Just connecting, simply. Letting go of what the actual anatomy or location or shape of your womb is and feeling what you feel. What is her color today? What is your womb's texture today? Where does it feel that she's located actually in your body? Is there resistance? How big is she? Is she pulsing? Is she vibrating? Is there emotion there? Are there fears that come up? Beginning to notice what arises inside of you, to breathe with it. Breathing as if you could imagine that like a lung that expands and contracts with your breath, that you could breathe into her and she expands ever so slightly and contracts on the exhalation, that you can connect your breath with your womb. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Being there, coming back there, feeling the sensations, the actual sensations in your body. When there's emotion, staying present with it, noticing if there are other parts of the body that contract or move or get agitated or stagnated or numb. All of the things that could be happening in that moment. How do you stay in the moment, present, in acceptance, and not judging whatever it is that you think that should be happening when you connect to your womb? There's no agenda. There's no expectation. There's no, this is what it should look like. Being in an openness to starting a relationship with that part of your body, and therefore also with the rest of your body. Because there will be other things that go on. Maybe discomfort that you want to move, that you want to shift. Notice, observe, be with. And when you're done with those minutes, just stop. And then you try again later that day or tomorrow. Finding a regular pattern within your daily rhythm to grow that relationship. When you grow it, you can build on that. You can go deeper. But the key here is about letting go of expectations and slowing down to feel and be present with whatever your experience is. Whatever your experience is. Starting to accept that experience as your own. And often when you accept whatever that experience is, it shifts. It moves. And then something else happens. Maybe another judgment, maybe another emotion, maybe some stillness. Maybe another item of your to-do list that you can notice, okay, that's what happens. This is what I do to fill my time. This is what I do in the rhythm of my life. This is what I do to avoid being with my body and sensations. This is what happens, and that you recognize when that happens and you come back to breath, come back to body. This for me has been the biggest tool for myself in my own journey, and in supporting so many women who have stopped trusting their body after going through miscarriage or several miscarriages, started fearing and fearing going into all of the emotion that could be locked in there, that starts arising when you go there, that different traumas start moving within your being that you've been holding on to as soon as the attention goes here, that there are parts of your life that may need to shift, and that internal communication starts showing you what it is that you actually need to follow along this path. And of course, then you can also look at the physical parts and the energetic parts and the other aspects of handling the emotions that start moving through you. But the basis is slowing down to feel what is there and building a relationship with your womb. Recognizing what arises on this request, on this longing, on this desire that you are asking of yourself, and your body is yourself. And if there's shame, if there's judgment, if there's being with that, recognizing where it lives inside of your body. And then there are other practices that you can do for that. But recognizing what is going on, what is happening, and can I just be? Can I acknowledge what my body is trying to tell me? I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your experience of how you handled or experienced your miscarriage or miscarriages, how you coped, how you walked through into healing, how you've conceived, what I may have missed. Perhaps it's similar, perhaps it's completely and wildly different on what supported you. I would love to hear from you. But I do feel that it is a topic that needs more conversation, because I keep getting asked the same question, and there are too many expectations on what its significance is and what our timelines are for handling all of this. And so that is my share for today. I hope that it resonated with you. And with that, I say one love. Thank you. If you enjoyed this podcast, please